It's simple. Consciousness is the programming language of the universe. What we believe in is what we do. We do what we are convinced of. False identity complicates lifestyle. Someone once created a system so that house would not arise. That's what we're told, but isn't the universe harmonious? So, why are we deceiving ourselves? Hackers of the unconscious, deception of perception, projection. Patterns established in childhood. But we can choose what we think and what we believe. Studying people's lives, I realized one thing: everything is simple. We complicate things ourselves. Everyone comes up with a character and plays this role all their lives. Ever since we learned to understand the language of people, all we hear is, you need to do this, you need to do this, you need to learn, you need to work, you need to, you need to, you need to. Only no one explained who needed it. Of course, if you insist, they will answer, you need it, and they will add to this convincing why. And we believe. And we learn and work all our lives to survive or chic or whatever. We twist our plots of life better than Hollywood cinemas. It is necessary to understand, we observe our thoughts. We create a mental matrix. We must be aware that we see our projections. The energy field of the frequency of energy oscillations. Global templates. Myths are collapsed programs. Let's remember, we are a piece of infinite love, pure energy of light. Light is a wave. Wave motion of light. How light behaves can be understood by observing the behavior of waves on the water. So, light is a stream of particles, quantum. Observing the wave, we discover the wave first hits the screen and then becomes an element. We, as a particle of light, form a hologram of man and observe ourselves throughout our earthly life. To understand the process of this formation, I propose to briefly consider such a phenomenon as quantum teleportation. It would be more accurate to say the teleportation of the quantum state, that is, the transfer not of the particle itself, but of its state, the phantom particles of light. We don't see the quantum particle, but it's everywhere. When we saw her, she changed. In the quantum world, an electron is in two states at the same time. Superposition is an arbitrary state and an altered state when observed. This explains the fact that we are in the universe, and the universe is inside us. Also, it explains the feeling of duality of consciousness. In quantum teleportation, the property of one particle is transferred to another. Two particles transfer the property of the third to one of these two in the entangled state. When two particles diverge, their states are still preserved. They know everything about each other. Connections and disconnections occur in microseconds. Wave properties. Therefore, reality is incomprehensible. As soon as we direct our attention to a certain particle, assemblage point, moment, you can call it whatever you like, everything around us changes, reality adapts to us, or rather to the corresponding vibrations of the waves, receiving and transmitting information. This is how we create our world. We are creators. We choose this or that reality, time and place, we choose where and when to project our world. And then we get into the matrix of energy vibration waves and, in the course of our life, we make up and destroy millionth combinations of energy compounds. And when the projection fades, we project a new one. And so on ad infinitum. Self-awareness will lead us to take control of our lives. Being aware of ourselves in every moment, observing it, we make our own decisions, and do not allow someone else to do it for us. The emotional state affects the energy capabilities. Putting himself in a forced situation, a person considers himself a victim, begins to broadcast negative, low vibrations and, thereby, attracts more and more negativity into his life. Mindfulness allows you to fix and stop this process of attraction in time or prevent it altogether. Listening to our emotional state, the frequency of the waves of our projection, at each moment allows us to always move in the right direction. This, I am glad, is a hint of the true self. What to do when the soul hurts, the situation seems hopeless, circumstances are pressing. There are no hopeless situations. You need to go to the call of the heart. To do what makes the soul sing. For what you want to wake up and create. And it doesn't matter how old we are. Time does not exist, age does not exist, only infinity. And she has no age. We came up with all the definitions and divisions into criteria ourselves. They came up with them, believed in them, and fell into a trap. And only awareness will help us get out of this cage of false identity in the matrix of the system. After all, there is only one matrix of infinity, a matrix of pure vibrations of light, and there is a completely different picture. What we project here on Earth are perverted hallucinations of false pictures of the world. We don't like the picture of the world that we see, but we don't do anything about it. We have excuses for everything. Only by being aware of ourselves in the present moment do we change our world. It is very important and necessary to take full responsibility for everything that happens in our lives. With the acquisition of awareness, we first open up a new look at the world around us, which amazes us with its imperfection. This world needs to be observed, accepted, and built your own. In the world of worlds, the most important world is its own. Every day, it's different. The law of esotericism is constantly changing everything. What happened yesterday doesn't matter today. It must be taken as an experience of yesterday. What didn't work yesterday can work today if you keep your mind positive. The assembly point is on a positive result. In the present moment, we are changing not only the future, but also the past. It is necessary to raise the vibrations of the energy components and maintain them constantly. New neural connections. History is written by the winners. So, let's write our story. Imposed value.